So it looks like Marvel Studios announced that a new Daredevil series coming to Disney Plus. Is it going to be a reboot or is it going to be a continuation from season 3 of the Netflix series? Not only that, looks like Doctor Strange quietly crossed $800 million at the box office this past weekend. We're going to talk about that and more. Hey everybody, I am Robert Storms. Welcome back to the channel. As always, if you guys are finding me for the very first time, please do me a favor, smash that thumbs up and subscribe button. That way you guys can stay up to date on all future content here on the channel. Also, if you guys can jump over to my gaming channel, RSG Plays, do all kinds of stuff over there. I'm covering the new Shredder's Revenge game. We do live streams, trailer reaction, reviews, everything over on the channel. We are so close to hitting 200 subscribers. Can only do that with each and every one of your support. The link for that channel will be in the description of this video, as well as a pinned comment in the comment section below. So let's get to the first story today, and that is Doctor Strange making over $800 million at the box office. So here's this past weekend's box office. Doctor Strange was #1 again for 3 weeks straight, dropping off only 48%. That is really good because it had that big drop off on from week 1 to week 2, which was last weekend. Had a huge drop off there, but still brought in a decent amount of money. And I said if it can stay anywhere between 50 to 60 this week, it was going to do really good. It only dropped 48, so that's close to 50, bringing in 31.6 million. And when you look at the overall gross right now, it's just worldwide, it hit 803 million worldwide. So it's over the 800 million hump. I still don't think this movie is going to basically hit $1 billion personally. I don't think the movie needs to hit $1 billion. I do think this movie has a real good chance of hitting 900 million, if not a little over 900 million. It's going to start getting competition with Top Gun and stuff like that coming out here. So the box office is going to get smaller and smaller with this movie being in the theater for so long. And after 45 days, it will be on Disney Plus. So, like, I don't think it's going to hit $1 billion, nor do I think it has to hit $1 billion. People thinking that every Marvel movie has to hit $1 billion, I just think is ludicrous. And I think that they don't understand how the business actually works. The MCU has hit a lot of movies $1 billion, but it wasn't like that's what the goal was. Maybe the Avengers movie, sure, but they just wanted the movies to be profitable. And they kind of caught, like, this lightning in a bottle where these movies were just cranked. Like, Captain Marvel should have never hit $1 billion. Black Panther should have never hit $1 billion. And I can say that with a lot of these movies. Iron Man 3 should never hit $1 billion. But these movies did hit $1 billion because it was like this perfect storm of these movies were just hitting and the hype was building to Infinity War. And it was just like this perfect storm. So I don't think these movies have to hit $1 billion to be successful. The movie made more than its money back at the box office. So it's profitable and it's a really good thing. It's the most, and it's made way more than the first Doctor Strange movie. So for anyone thinking it hasn't hit $1 billion, I know there's people in the comments all the time, oh, I think it's still going to hit. Well, to me, that's unrealistic expectations. But if you guys want to have those expectations, that's fine. But if it doesn't meet $1 billion, you can't sit there and say that in any way that this movie was a flop or a failure, because the movie made its money back and it made way more money than the first Doctor Strange movie. So with that said, I want to jump up to the main topic of this video. I don't normally do 2 topics per videos, but I didn't want to do 2 separate videos for this topic, and that was Marvel announced, according to Variety, that they're doing a new Daredevil series on Disney Plus. It's right now none of the details have come out on whether it's going to be a continuation from the whole Bullseye Kingpin storyline from season 3, or it's going to be a complete reboot. Nothing has come out as of yet right now with details. So I pull up my source at superherohype.com, and it says over here that, well, let me bring it in. It says right here that Marvel lines up writers for Daredevil revival series, and here's the list of the writers. Here's the Corman, and will follow in the footsteps of the following people. So they're saying that they're going to follow in the footsteps of the people that did the Netflix series. That's what they're saying. And what that means to me, what I think that means is that they're going to try to bring back, I'm hoping here that they're going to try to bring back some of that edginess, that toughness of that Netflix series. If it's gonna be different. I really think it's gonna be different. It's not gonna be like the Netflix series, right? It's not gonna be like dark, gritty, like rated R and stuff like that. I do think they're gonna try to keep some of that tone because if you change it too much, you're gonna alienate a lot of fans. And I think that's the last thing Kevin Feige wants to do is alienate a lot of fans. They're gonna have to play this very straight line on what can they do that's new, that isn't so hard and rough, but at the same time be respectful to the original material that fans loved on the Netflix series. You're bringing back a lot of these characters. Charlie Cox coming back. We assume Kingpin's coming back. I don't think he's dead. I don't think Echo killed him. You're bringing back a lot of these characters. How are you going to establish that this is the Daredevil we all love, but yet try to change everything? You can't do that. You can't just go in and straight Disney-fy it and having like Matt Murdock just dancing down the road and singing. You can't do that. It has to keep some of that grittiness because Daredevil in essence is a gritty character. I don't think they have to go hard R. I don't think anything ever has to be a hard R, but at the same time you got to keep that essence of what made this character great, and hopefully they go back and they do a lot of research and they get some input from Charlie Cox and some of these other people that were involved in the first few seasons, and really get some good feedback on what made that show the way it is, because you just can't go in to changing everything. You can't. So I'm excited for it. I really am. I'm looking forward to a Daredevil revival series. I love Daredevil. Daredevil is like one of my favorite Marvel characters, and that was even before the show. I used to read Daredevil comics all the time. Frank Miller, Kevin Smith. Like, I love their Daredevil work. Joe Quesada. Like, there's so many. Gene Colan. I can go on forever. So many great Daredevil stories. So I want Daredevil done right, and hopefully Marvel can come in and they can walk that line on what is respectful for that original source material, as well as doing something new and different to the Daredevil series. So that's my thoughts on it, guys. I want to know what you guys think. How do you feel about Marvel Studios reviving Daredevil? Do you think it's going to be a reboot? Do you think it's going to be a continuation and have a season 4? Leave those comments in the comment box below. Tell me what you guys think. Also, once again, if you guys can jump over to my gaming channel, I would appreciate it. Again, the link will be in the description and in the comment section that is pinned to the top of the comment box. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I am Robert Storms, and that's my opinion. Later, guys.